Alright, thanks a lot for watching. I know your time's valuable, so I'm just going to get right to it. So how to get listed and verified on Google. You can do it yourself. So what I did was go to google.com/business, and you're going to get something like this. They change it all the time, so just look for the part where you sign in. Real simple. If you don't have a Gmail or a Google account or whatever, this will just redirect you to create one. I'm already signed into mine, so go straight to this. Get three options here. Brand is probably not you if you've come through, my whole little system here, because I really try to target owners of businesses. Storefront locations are something like a restaurant or like a retail store, a shoe store, something like that, where you serve your customers at your physical location. Service area is you're providing your service maybe on site or at the home. We said carpet cleaning and tree care, in the last video, but this is generally the type of business that I go for, as a service area type business. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Depending on what you think you need, that's what you click here. So I'm going service area, and you just type in the name of your business. So we're going to go Anderson Website Design. It's going to try to say, is it this business, is it this business, whatever. If you're not on Google, just go here. None of these match. Please add my business. I'm going to put my information in here, so I'm going to pause it to do that, and then pick you up on the other side. All you got to do is put in your name, the address, the city, state, zip, your phone number, and then some categories. We'll go through this right here. So I'm a website designer. It's that simple. Just type in some words that are related to the products and the services that you provide, and look what type of category shows up. This is really important. If you're, say, like a contractor, this is just for instance, there's a lot of different kinds. If you're specifically a paving contractor or an HVAC contractor, you need to make sure that you get the most specific category to, if you could order up your ideal client, what would they be searching for? So that's what you need to think about there. So I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to pause it. I'll catch you on the other side. Real quick, one more thing. This I deliver goods and services at my location, to customers at their location. What that means is if you click no, it's going to show up, your address is going to show up on your listing. I want to click yes, because what I'm going to do is a web design company, and obviously I don't want people showing up at my location. If I use my house, or you can use a UPS address. You cannot use a PO box. There are secret, sly ways of doing it. I don't recommend it because it's against Google's terms of service, unless you call them and talk to them about it. But anyway, back to what it's important. I'm going to click yes, and what that means is when my listing comes up, my address is not going to show. It's just going to show my website. It's also going to show my phone number. So that's another little quick point. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to click continue, and I'll show you the next screen. Okay, so I filled that out and I clicked continue, and then it popped up this little thing right here. So I deliver goods and services at their location. Yes. You can either put in a zip code of a bunch of different zip codes of what you serve here, or you can also put within, do like a radial of the address that you put in. I'm going to do a radial view here of like 100 miles. I don't know. Again, I also serve customers at my business address. They're like double checking, do you want to put your address in that listing? That's basically what that is. So if you do want your address, if you do want your address listed with your listing, this should be no. And if this were to pop up, I don't think it would, but anything that relates to I'm serving customers at my business, that means your address is going to pop up in your listing. So decide whether you want that or not. That's basically what I'm saying. I do not, so continue. Okay, so what this is basically saying is I, verify that I'm authorized, I'm the owner, or I can be doing this right now, whatever. It's like a terms of service type thing. So click it, continue. It's setting up a Google My Business page for you. So this is a crucial step. Do not hit mail just yet. You want to hit verify later because we want to optimize the listing before we ask for our verification. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Skip the tour here. You want to make sure that you fill this out completely, 100% completely. Even if you just buy photos or use free photos online, you want to add. I'm going to teach you some ways to optimize this as well. But what you want to do is basically go through these steps right here. You want to add your profile photo. After that, it's going to tell you to add your hours. It's going to tell you to add more photos of the outside of your business, the inside of your business, products that you serve, the teamwork, and things like that. And then you add your website as well if you have one. If you don't, I'd love to help you, in that area as well. But anyway, we're going to walk through some of this here. And one thing, while we're waiting for this, if you don't have a bunch of pictures, most smartphones have a decent enough camera that you can take some decent pictures and just put them up there. This is not so much for people are going to search out these images or associate them necessarily with your business a whole lot. Your logo, obviously they're going to do that. But for this listing, the trick is just to fill it out completely. If your competitors are putting 2 or 3 photos on there, you want to put 10 to 15 photos on there. And the idea is, everything that Google wants or sees as valuable in the listing, they're going to put those listings higher up. And you want to be higher up in the map packs and, in rankings. And one of the ways to do that is to have a more complete listing than your competitors. So you want to fill this out. We've got the business name. It's auto-populated there. I can put my website in. Category, you can add some more categories here. So I've got a primary one there. Well, now, don't want to do that. Internet marketing service. Just kind of, play around and see what you can find. I'm going to go with those two. Let's see what else we have. Web hosting. Okay, so I'm just going to stick with those two. Go to hours. Special hours, you don't necessarily need that. And here's an intro about your business. Here's what I want to say about this. One, it needs to be, like a short 500 word or so description of what you do. It needs to have keywords stuffed into it. So if I'm going to write this about being a website designer, I'm going to think about, okay, if somebody wants to hire a web designer, what are they going to search for in Google? Okay. You're going to think about words like that, that are, variations of words that are related to your products and your services. And you're going to want to make sure that you've sprinkled these throughout your description here. So I'm going to write, just so happens that name is one of the keywords because the building is close to one. So you get the idea. You want to fill this out. And again, this isn't necessarily something that someone's going to make a buying decision on because it's going to be really hard to actually find this about page. But Google is going to use this information that you type here, and it's going to get keywords from it. It's going to add relevance to what it is that you do. They need to know what you do before they can put you in front of your potential buyers. So fill this out completely. 500 word minimum. Do not copy. Do not plagiarize any of this. That's built into Google's algorithm. That's a good way to not be ranked at all. So it needs to be unique, and it just needs to be about the products and services that you provide. That's it. After that, you can hit done editing. I'm going to come back and do this. I'm not going to verify this right now. 55. It's only 55% complete for me because I'm not going to add photos right now. I'll show you one way that you can do this though. If you have no photos, you don't want to take them with your camera, you can go to Google, the free stock photos. There's a place called Pixabay right here, free images. And I can choose from a bunch of images that I can save. Here's a little trick to help optimize your Google My Business listing a little bit more. When you download the images, save them as keywords or as the names of cities or the state or whatever that you're trying to serve. It's part of the algorithm. Google looks at the name of the images that you upload. So it's just another way to beat your competitors in every way. And if you're uploading more pictures than them and your pictures are optimized for your products and services, the keywords for them, you're beating them already. And we're not even doing anything necessarily sneaky or anything like that, the mystical world of search engine optimization. So anyway, add your photos, save them as keywords, make sure that this is complete 100% before you go on to the next step. And what the next step is hitting verify now. Okay, it's going to take us back to, or it's going to ask you real quick, are you sure it's not one of these? Are you sure that it's not a duplicate of a different? Yeah, none of these match. This is a new business. It's going to take you back to that original site where we hit verify later. Well, now we're ready to go. And all you do is you hit mail. So I'm not going to hit mail right now because I actually want to go back and I want to fill out my listing completely. And I don't want to bore you with me sifting through pictures and renaming them as keywords and all that, writing out my 500 words of a description. But all you have to do is hit mail, and after that it might give you an option to say, do you want to address this to someone specifically? It's up to you if you want to or not. Fill that out, hit mail now, and it's going to say, all right, well, we're going to send you a postcard, and within a week, sometimes it's like 3 to 5 days, this postcard is going to arrive at your door. It's really easy. Once you get that postcard, it's going to have a 4-digit code on it. You're going to go back to google.com/business. You're going to come back to this whole dashboard that looks like this. And instead of it saying verify now, it's going to say your postcard should have arrived. Click here to enter your code. You'll hit that. You'll enter your 4-digit code. Boom, you're verified. You're listed on Google. And within 24 hours or so, you're going to start ranking for some of the keywords that you've put in here if you've done everything right. Obviously, that depends on the competition of your niche and the population of your city, but it's super easy. This is something that a lot of business owners are intimidated by, and I guess I can understand that if you're not comfortable with the internet. But if you can write a quick description about your business and you can download photos, rename them, that's the most technical thing that we've done here. And this is literally a free billboard online, in front of targeted buyers because they're out there searching for those keywords, those phrases that are related to what you do and the services that you provide. So I hope that you've done this. If you have not, reach out to me because I'll do it for you for a low fee. Honestly, I just want business owners to understand that there's a lot of money out there in their market that if they're not online, if you're not online, you're missing out. And I want to help you pick up some of that market share. So like I said, I'm going to put below a place for you to schedule a contact with me. I want to get on a call with you. I want to talk strategy with how to do this with your business, but take it to the next level. Do you have a website? Well, we can get you one. If you've already got one, we can give you kind of an audit of what's working right, anything that I would fix. I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to educate you exactly what I would do, my entire process for you, A to Z, and then show you how to rank your website and your listing both in Google. I'll give you my whole process. And if you don't want to do that, I will also be available for hire to do that for you as well. So I hope that you've done this. I hope you have found some value in this video. I'm not sure how you couldn't have. But yeah, I look forward to you reaching out to me, either to do this for you or to schedule that strategy call to talk about, really blowing this thing up for your business. So again, my name's Jordan. I'm from Local Lead Liaison. I'll put the link up here. I'm looking forward to you signing up for the strategy session. We'll talk soon.